Hello? Oh, never mind. I'll wait a bit. Mic is up. Alright, chat overlay is up. That's about it. Alright. See. And for the usual greetings. Hello, and we are back with Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. Pretty much back with going through the shifter class and trying to show off what that's about. I'm getting closer and closer to finally being on time. One day I'll be able to actually do it again. Ah, the good days when I was able to stream like I originally planned. Of course, I'm also looking forward to when I'll be able to stream and stream early. There's a few other games that's come out recently that I want to try out. And if I have the free time to do it, I will play them, and hopefully I can play them on stream too. Let's see. What do I go for next? I want to get back into Elden Ring. And there's this one game that closed down and essentially came back recently. Oh yeah, the little warning. I did the whole talk with. Yeah.
Wherever my legs carry me.
So long and short of it is I now unlocked the quest to go.
Can we retreat already?
Go.
Figure out what's going on with what's it called?
Go.
Continue fighting! World in crimson!
That's unfortunate. Alright. So as far as quests go, I've dealt with Ramian. And for the most part. I guess I'll go back and talk to what's his name? Holrun. Convince him to not be dogmatically chase after Ramian, I guess.
I won't let you hurt my friends! Surrender,
If
or
I can
else!
remember where the heck they are. Easy enough. If I remember right. Wasn't it around here? Yeah.
What is that?
Don't know. Check it out. And there it is, the soundtrack that plays when a tough fight's up ahead. We'll go fully heal Ember.
I'm here. Where else would I be?
Mage armor on your shield.
Yes.
I heed the voice of the spirits.
Let's shake a leg.
Let's see. Like that. And alright, let's go.
You need me. Good.
How does this work? First level. Weapons wielded by the war priest. Charged with power of his faith. Addition. The favorite weapon of deity. The war priest can designate a weapon as a sacred weapon by selecting that weapon with the weapon focus feat. There's multiple weapon focus. This ability applies to all of them. And then whenever they hit with the sacred weapon, the weapon damage is based on level, not the weapon type. Inside the weapon, it's base damage instead of the sacred weapon damage. Okay, sure. I don't really understand all that, but let's give it a shot.
I will fight.
What do you... Yeah, you don't really have any spells. Not necessarily how this goes. Right. Use this. I guess cast Bless on top of everything else they're doing. Screech. Stun for just one round. Okay. They're missing. Why are they missing? Armor class of 18 and rolling a 6. Yeah, that'll do it. You can't even say this is like they're all weak or anything. They're just unlucky. Move away.
Can't you just die already?
I'll cut you wide open.
Throw healing onto you. Same for you. Put healing onto you.
I'll just sit here. Don't worry about me. Yes.
It's all your fault.
So this is how
It's all your fault.
Oof. Not an easy fight against that rock. But still, manageable. Alright, the whole point of this fight is that one of the Crusaders has a mithril heavy, the +2 shield. You won't find a weapon like that anywhere for the next like 2-3 levels. Alright, let's see what else we got. We got +1 half plate armor. I guess that's everything.
this war must end. You can trust me.
Yes.
And we heal up.
Sod is restless. I wonder why.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
I'll watch your back.
We will win this war.
Right. Alright, we'll make do. Before I forget, talk to Hole Run again. Okay. Let's see. And we're gonna move on. Right.
What's in wait for me there, I wonder?
And then we go back to deliver the message. Managed to calm him down low, but he still held down drive. Female attack thermal power. Should be pleased with the India. Alright. Then tell him to go over there. Alright.
This way.
Wait, where? Let's see if I can. Right, that's it. Let's see.
Forwards? No, backwards. Backwards!
On we go. Oh, right.
Quick, quick, else we miss all the fun!
Oh.
Trail me.
Oh no. Okay, save. Shifter. Okay. Right. These are the thieflings. Let's see. Who are you? Deception. Don't lie to me. Alright, I just did it for the XP. Evil, what will you pay for my help? Alright, now we got some promise for money. Got him. That's one worth it too. Alright. Now go help Tirabade. And everyone leveled up. It's good for me. We now get a chance. I think we made it to the part where
Yes?
I'll actually be able to see like the next part, the highlight of the shifter class. First things first, level up the party as usual. Ember, level up.
My tail is restless.
Moldif. Scoundrel. If there is any way to build Woljif aside from going rogue, I don't know if it's even ever worth the effort.
Only you deserve my obedience.
Grindelwald. Choose levels in Cult Leader War Priest again. No real stat to worry about raising. I guess Wisdom? Yeah, sure, whatever. Don't really need to worry about lore nature with her. Let's see, negative energy fervor. What does this do? Frost. We cast spells at a since a good deity can touch a creature, heal it for 1d6 points of damage, plus an additional d6 points damage for every 3 War Priest levels, because this is above 3rd or 2nd level. Using this as a standard action. Unless the War Priest targets himself, in which case it's a swift. Oh! So it's lay on hands. Let's see. An evil War Priest can use this ability instead to deal damage with a single melee touch attack. Or heal undead. Okay, sure, whatever.
Open your heart to me.
Camellia, level up. Again, Spirit Hunter, because I don't really know what to alternatively build this class into. Gains Battle Master, sure, why not?
A bright future awaits us.
Seela, level up. Paladin. No real change to her build either. Then last but
I
not
crave
least,
for adventure.
Kind. Shifter. I finally get the major form. Since it's already at 19, I might as well just make it 20. If nothing else for the armor class increase. There's these. Perception and more nature. It's all good. Major form tiger. Alright, so how does this work exactly? shape into a large tiger. While in this form, speed +10, scent ability, a bite attack of 2d6, 2 claw attacks of 2d4, the grabber ability, both bite and claw attacks, and the pounce ability. Does the polymorph last for... Okay, hold on. Class, major form. This ability lasts for an hour. Okay. Major form of standard action. The shifter can use the major form a number of times per day. So for a total of 9 hours currently. Okay, cool. Then let's go over to abilities, tiger form. It says I get the pounce and I think a bonus on stealth checks is pretty redundant. Get the rake ability, which uses the damage of your regular claw attacks for the extra claw attacks. The creature gains 2 additional claw attacks. So it can only use against an enemy it grapples. Okay. I don't really understand the use of grapple in this game. So, okay, I guess.
Apologies.
You can handle them, right?
Tiger form, stats don't really change. Why do I have a -4? I have a -2 penalty to my dex due to the polymorph, and a +4 to my strength due to the polymorph. Okay, well, I still activate this separately from the polymorph itself, and then grabber. Alright. Now I look at this. Whenever this creature hits an enemy with a melee attack, it also attempts a grapple maneuver check. If successful, with grapple. Can't move, take a -2 on all attack rolls, and a -4 on dex-based checks. Cannot make attacks of opportunity, and whenever they cast a spell or use a spell-like ability, pass a concentration check or lose the spell. The target of the grapple attempts to escape every round. See, the DC of this check is if grapplers that removal defense. While grappling the target, the grappler cannot take standard actions. Each round, the grappler makes a attack with +5 circumstance bonus. On success, the target is pinned and takes damage equal to the advantage of the grappler's attack with the highest damage dice. As a free action, the grappler can end the grapple for both themselves and the target. If the check fails, this ends the grapple for both. except for all the penalties from being grappled. Lose the dex bonus and dodge bonus to AC. Cannot take standard actions, and except for a -4 penalty to armor class on top of that. This also gives the creature a +4 bonus to grapple maneuver checks. Okay. I guess? But it also says I get a pounce attack with. Whatever.
Have I pleased you?
Let's see what we got next.
No match for me.
No reason to pause.
You'll make a fine choice.
I'd say at early levels, major form's pretty damn strong. Let me just scroll up here a bit. How much of this damage was actually done by Kine? A lot. A +10 bonus to hit for that second attack. Hold on. So Guy makes attack of opportunity for a +8 to hit. +3. Then 2 out of 3. A +10 bonus on the second. I'm not sure exactly how that works. One attack is at +8 and then the follow-up is at +10. I guess the second target was on someone who... +10. All in all, looks good to me. Now, in my core run, I wound up dying around here because there was a summoner that I never bothered to just attack and deal with. Didn't even consider them.
Rely on me.
Save the last one for me.
Go.
Around here somewhere. Right? Oh, I guess they don't show up in normal difficulty. Mongols. Save. How many? 4 uses. Map. Yeah, still good. Here we go. Talk to this Mongol. The young Mongol stands before you, their gaze is roaming, the demon blood drying on their limpid faces. During the encounter with Hosilla and the demons of Amalek, you allowed the blood rage to take over you. Though at first has made them lose their minds, I remember suffering from the craving too. I'm smarter than them, tougher too. I was able to keep myself in check. She turns to you. Give them a show of strength and they'll follow you. What are you doing here? The mongrels don't respond. Their gazes come to rest on you and their predatory gleam appears in their eyes. Hey, you tainted freaks. Did you forget what I did to Asilla? I'll do the same to you if you don't fall in line. March into the shield maze and don't come out till you hear me arrive. Even you, lumps will be useful in the fight for the great garrison. The mongrel with the growth instead of an eye hisses at you, then bows his head in submission. The rest follow suit.
I'll prove I'm the best.
Together we stand.
Who has the highest religion here? Huh. Okay, it's Ember.
You're a good person. I like you.
So, not healing. Treat affliction. War religion check. Nothing else to really do over here. Got it. Here we go.
I'll hit you. This is how it feels.
What's that? Crusader Berenger's letter home.
I am helpful, am I not?
Here's a signet. For scimitar. Piece of a holy symbol. Alright, let's get out of here. Oh wait, does anyone's high perception pick up anything else? Nope. Alright, let's get out of here. To the street. We almost all died now. So we're at that spot. We're at a spot where I should really stop and heal up.
I will help where I can.
So I'll do just that. Using till fully heal. Nope. Use. What is this one? Assumption or nature. Suppose we'll use this wand to cure light wounds on everyone. It's only healing for 2 at a time. There's no point in saving this for late game. Okay, whatever. Use potions to heal up. Then Windowlog. And we're out. Alright.
We'll make things right.
Use one of these. Another one. Wooljiff. And Windowlog. Alright. What? No, I'm not trying to leave the damn area. Fuck. I want to go back to the other area and find... What's his name? Pearl and Jana Aldor.
Anything for you.
You won't stop us.
I'll cheer you on from over there.
these. The sensibility should actually come in handy to help me spot the invisible demon that's supposed to be in this house, but it's doubtful.
What do we have here? I am helpful, am I not?
To the basement.
The heartbeat quickens.
Yep.
Remember my name. Wenduag.
Same corporeal, but that's honestly fine.
Your pain is my pleasure.
Guard, tab quick, you can draw the weapons. By slowly melting. Athletics. Save. And try. Success. Pick the rock.
I am helpful, am I not?
But I got a wicked long bow out of it. Let me see. Yeah, it's a flat +2 bonus. I'll take it. All right. Let's get out of here. Here.
Let me draw the
Cover me,
first
all right?
blood.
Didn't stand a chance. Alright, let's talk. Let's loot the body. Hey, what are you doing here? Yeah, talk to the girl. This person. Hey, do that. Alright, corpses, remote. Okay. Let's see. Have to go. So sweet it is to kill. Yeah, that's a shame.
I did it! It happens sometimes.
Okay.
I hope you appreciate this.
I feel like I'm forgetting something. Wasn't there something else that was supposed to happen in the market square? Let's see, I haven't gone through the whole map, so I'm sure there's something I missed. There's the shadows. Oh yeah, more ghouls. Alright. Is that it?
Tear your throat out.
Might be trap, might be treasure.
They will
Zap you.
break
Why
against
not
our
both?
resolve.
Kangaroo. I'll still run there. Okay. Come back. Pause. Oof. Alright. That's a shame. Oh, right. The theater troupe. Help them out. The tiger form helping out. It's pretty easy. That one. Alright. Get somewhere safe. Okay, Lampkin. Alright. I think that's everything. No, that can't be everything. Isn't there? There's supposed to be a spot with like some necromancer that goes out of his way to cast haste on a bunch of undead, and then there's supposed to be some shadows nearby. Or am I thinking? Or is all that also only on core
Do not
difficulty?
fear. Do not waver.
No, there we are.
I think I did it.
Yeah, fancy throwing axe. It's just a +1 throwing axe. But still, it's better than nothing.
You'll make a fine trophy.
Alright.
I took a cave slug for a foe.
Alright, here it is. I'm pretty sure this is where it is. Alright.
Save the last one for me.
Distract them from me.
Needless to say, the main thing we're going for is the undead that cast haste. We couldn't stop the necromancer from casting haste, so we're gonna kill him off first. Just to spite him. Alright, let's see. Everything else should be easier to deal with now. And sure enough. Okay. Guess that's it. Head on out. And with that, can't travel the weight is too much.
We will win this
Death
war.
is life's final surprise, and I enjoy surprising people.
We'll just drop all of the extra scale mail. Right, and the hide armor. And the chainmail. There we go. There we go. Here we're gonna go straight to save Dayron, and then from Dayron we're going back. Yeah, we'll go for the Azada, I guess. It's not because I'm planning on going for the Azada Mythic Path, mind you, but it's still better than not completing the quest. Potion at certain rooms and Long Sword of Detriment. Okay, cool. Right, menu.
Wearing a robe? Check. Baphomet symbol around the neck? Check. Crazy eyes? Check. Note to self, bring a mirror next time to be able to adjust the optimal level of eye craziness. Everything is ready for the experiment. An audience. Problematic, but not critical. You there, boy. Stay out of this. It is counterproductive to stand in the way of scientific progress.
What are you doing?
Who's that? I don't know her.
Greetings, boys and girls. I am your sister in sin, a devotee of Lord Baphomet's dark will, and so on and so forth.
She looks like one of us, but she talks kinda weird. Who's there with you?
Who? Oh, them. Just an audience. They don't matter. Consider them a supplementary component of the coming experiment.
Oh, it's just passing by.
In the name of our Lord Baphomet, please be so kind as to undertake a little test of your competency in our wicked cause. Let's start with something simple. So here's my first question. What is Lord Baphomet's favorite weapon?
We will not answer to you.
Our Lord can wield any kind of weapon. He is all-powerful.
Wrong. He wields no weapons at all. He doesn't need any. He just gores his enemies with his horns.
Say no.
These answers are wrong. The correct answer is Isergall, a glaive made of red adamantine. This experiment has taken quite a surprising turn. I would never have expected the followers of the great Baphomet to be baffled by such a simple question. Fine. Let's recalibrate the difficulty and proceed with the next question. Please name Lord Baphomet's sacred animal.
A bull. Of course, everybody knows that.
Yep. And a cow.
It's an Aurochs, as a matter of fact.
I'd like to ask you to stop prompting them, but it seems they could do with a prompt or two. It appears the experiment has yielded results which are as unexpected as they are incredible. Baphomet's cultists have not the slightest idea about who Baphomet really is, let alone any in-depth knowledge of his ideology or philosophy. I'm positive that this news will cause a sensation in widest scientific circles.
Damn it. She's right. I'm a shitty excuse for a cultist. And my mother used to tell me to become a plowman.
Hey, take it easy. We've only had 2 questions. You there, come on, ask another one. We'll get the next one.
Say nothing.
Is there any sense in continuing? You cannot answer the simplest of questions. I am ashamed of all of you, as cultists and as individuals.
Please, ask again. I can answer. I'm sure I can.
How do you spell Baphomet's name?
B-A-F-A... Oh, screw it. To hell with Baphomet. I thought it was gonna be fun, but instead there are all these questions. I'm done here. I'm going back to my home village, back to my mother.
Hey, wait! You there! How dare you stir up discord in our ranks? Grab her and tie her up! And her entire entourage, too!
The experiment is complete. Unable to deal with the questions, the cultists decide to deal with the examiner instead. A typical reaction for a person who has never been burdened with any intelligence. Now you're gonna start hitting each other, aren't you? Please, proceed. I won't interrupt.
I'll tear your throat out.
Easy enough.
The result is statistically predictable, especially considering their intelligence level. What about you, boy? Are you ready to answer some questions for the good of science? Let's proceed with the experiment. My first question is simple. Which colors does the goddess Iomade prefer?
Let's see. Oh, sweet. You're absolutely convinced that the correct answer is red and white. Okay, red and white.
This answer is correct. It is comforting to meet at least one educated person in the melting pot of ignorance that is Canopus today. Let's proceed. Did Aradin take part in any crusade before he died?
You know for sure that Aradin died not long before the World Tomb opened and the First Crusade began. No, he didn't.
Your answer is correct. Aradin's death dates to 4606, and that is precisely the year when the World Wound was opened. The First Crusade started back in 4622. Your knowledge would make Mendev's Crusaders proud. My final question is, what is the title that Aurilu Vorlesh bears? Is she the architect of the World Wound, the Lord of the Labyrinth, or the Border Acquisitor of the Shapeless Abyss?
You're positive that Rilu Vorlesh is known as the architect of the World Wound. There it is.
That's correct. Most excellent. You successfully answered all of my questions. Splendid. Amazing. This is a breakthrough. I thank you for your cooperation. It seems to me that I owe you an explanation. My name is Nenio. I am an explorer, a pilgrim, a yet-to-be-recognized scientific luminary, future author of the great Encyclopedia Galarianica, and rector of all Absalom's universities at once. Future rector, I should say. I also know several spells.
Okay. Now can you tell me what's going on with the questions?
It is so heartening to see you strive for knowledge. I have been conducting an experiment comparing the intellectual abilities of the average cultist with those of the average crusader. And I must admit that you passed the test with flying colors. This does offer a glimmer of hope for the future of Crusade. I have always claimed that despite the popular beliefs about the limited intellectual abilities of those in the army, at least some of them can be considered educated. It pleases me to see that I was correct.
So you're trying to say that I am mediocre?
Yes.
Why do you keep calling me boy? I have a name, you know.
I apologize for an injury to your ego, but your name is irrelevant on the grand scale of the universe. Thus, it cannot possibly interest me. I will forget it as soon as I hear it. To avoid unnecessary confusion, I'd prefer to not know it at all.
The Narbus isn't safe right now, so
Do you wish to become my follower? To accompany me on my expeditions to the World Wound? To assist me in my experiments? To run errands for me? Perhaps even to write down my deepest thoughts for the benefit of future generations? Oh, how splendid! Of course, I agree. Truth be told, I have no money to pay you. But you will be aiding the progress of science, and that is its own reward.
If we join forces, you'll have to follow my instructions during your expeditions.
Huh? What? Oh, yes, the dangers and these battles. Of course, I will follow your orders. I place my life in your capable hands, so I can focus on the things that really matter.
I agree.
Excellent. You're hired. To think that I finally found someone to accompany me. 27 Crusaders before you said no. Not one of them saw the undeniable appeal of my offer. Your first assignment is to take me to a safe place. I have to admit that today's experiment has left me quite tired.
Okay. I'll kick out Ember for Ninio. Or should I kick out someone else? What? Hour's up. for now.
This way.
Let's see. He wants to wait, so we'll drop all the leather armor. And thus I can move again. Then there's the aspect of
Are we ready to move out?
level up Ninio. And just keep her as a with the build path of wizard. Leave and we move on. Still heading to yeah. Still heading to Damon. Alright, and on we go. Alright. In no case of speedrunning through this, we're just gonna skip the cutscenes.
Time to share your treasures.
The inheritor, guide my blade.
Alright, that's a shame. Let's talk to Aronka. Oh, first things first. Friend of Elks. Joined up here. Tell me about yourself. Guess we're safe on our own. I have to go. Alright.
A success worthy of praise.
Dr. Darren.
Greetings, valiant stranger who has just burst into my life. I am the master of this house, Count Darren Kale, myriad mellifluous monikers Aronde. No need to introduce yourself. I find remembering insignificant details, such as the name of passing acquaintances, such a bore. Now that we've finished with the niceties, tell me this. How did all those thrice-damned demons end up at my soiree?
Must have been some party. For just the fact that Canavris was being attacked by hordes of demons and Discaria himself.
Oh, come. The party was deathly dull. Rather like one of the prelate's interminable sermons. I really ought to be grateful to the demons for their intrusion. They certainly added a frisson to the proceedings. It seems as though Discari's occasion was altogether more of a crush than mine, if you will pardon the pun.
I know. You're high-born and very rich.
As a child, I had my very own pony, but I always dreamed of having a lamb. I was never allowed one. Sheep were seen as peasant animals, utterly unsuitable for the scion of a noble line. The trauma haunts me to this day. I think of it every time I have roast lamb for dinner. I'm sorry if I failed to sate your curiosity. I loathe talking about myself to people I don't know, even more to those I do know. The only thing worth knowing, aside from the fact that I am highborn and filthy rich, is that I dislike Puritans and demons in equal measure. Well, perhaps demons a tad more.
You don't seem very concerned about the city's fate.
I have no friends here whose untimely demise I would care to mourn. The only alarming thing is how easily all this happened. I don't care for the thought that demons could come calling at my door at any moment. And just think, everyone had so much faith in the wardstones gifted by Iomede's herald, and in the might of our tamed dragon, as if there had been no Dresden or a dozen other routes where the demons overcame every defense.
The Arendes are one of the most ancient and noble families in Mendiv. They are related by blood to Queen Galfrey herself. The Count is the last remaining member of his dynasty. The rest all perished around 10 years ago. In the tragedy at the family seat, Heaven's Edge, the demons got past the defenses and massacred everyone inside.
I thank you for providing your friend with that helpful summary, my lady. I believe I've seen you before, with that hilarious buffoon Horgus Gwyrm. I sincerely hope you are not engaged in any kind of sordid arrangement with him. The thought of something so splendid in proximity to something so grotesque makes me feel quite ill. You deserve a better fate than that, no doubt.
Your civility knows no bounds, Count. I most assuredly do not have any arrangement with Master Gwyrm.
I expect a little more gratitude for saving you.
Of course, where are my manners? There. You can also poke about the house and claim whatever takes your fancy. Though I imagine some of you already had that in mind.
I'm feeling very attacked right now.
You can go to the Defender's Heart. It's under the protection of Erebeth Terabate and the Eagle Watch.
I thank you for the invitation, but I am not quite as desperate as I may seem. At times, it is better to be surrounded by the repugnant mugs of demons than the sour and dour physiognomies of Iomede's righteous paladins.
What about my physiognomy? Sour enough for his lordship? Don't worry, another few minutes with the dazzling Count here, and it'll sour like week-old milk.
What's this? An attractive paladin with a sense of humor? You're a veritable walking scandal. Either way, my mansion is now safe. I have a pair of half-decent guards. I just need to drag them out of the storeroom and bring them to their senses. I ordered them to drink a love potion, you see? For reasons which seemed extremely witty at the time, and in the state of inebriation I then found myself in. They can guard the house while the valorous paladins beat back the demon assault. They will beat them back, yes?
When did you start? I started around hour and 15 minutes ago. You know, Streamlabs actually does record like the gives like a timer that ticks off from when I started, so I can actually tell you exactly when I started streaming. By the way, hello Atrocious. I'm glad you can make it.
As regards myself, I feel like stretching my legs. I know rudimentary divine spells, I am no friend to demons, and I elevate any society that I deign to grace with my presence. I shall accompany you, only for a short time, of course. I have no desire to remain at the vanguard for a protracted period. What say you, my ephemeral but highly diverting acquaintance? After all, Lord Descari spoiled my party. I now burn with the desire to spoil his.
Thoughts?
I don't like this guy much at all. Not even because of his personality, but just... I sense something dark about him.
He's handsome. Having a spellcaster in the party is always useful, too. If he's strong, he'll make a good ally. If he's weak, he will die instead of us.
Don't ask me. Having him tag along would be like going for a nighttime stroll through the back alleys with a diamond tiara on your head. Even I don't like that kind of attention.
The Count's presence can only benefit us. I think we should say yes.
What? You're asking about whether to take this boy with you? The question lies outside the bounds of my interest. By the way, did you know that the young scions of noble families often sponsor the research of young scientists? What laudable passion for knowledge. True, the size of their donations bears a direct correlation to the hazardousness of the experiment being conducted.
He doesn't look like a whiner, and he can hold his own, so he won't be dead weight.
Deal.
Capital. Good acquaintances that begin and end at just the right moment often leave the most pleasant memories. Wouldn't you say?
Okay. Who do I kick out for this? Final party. Sure. Stuff. Alright. I'll kick out Woljit for him.
Rules are made to be broken.
And level him up. Dayron, like many of the other party members, it's hard for me to figure out who I'm going to multi-class him into, if anything. I've been contemplating getting Baldur's Gate 3. I need a break from Wrath. Well, I give no objections to Baldur's Gate 3 under the question of, is it officially out yet, or is it still in beta where a single patch update will erase all your past saves? If that's the case, then I'd still say no to Baldur's Gate 3. That's my main issue with the game. You play Baldur's Gate 3, I don't care if it's like, oh, you can only get up to like level 5 or level 6. That's fine. Still in beta, I'd say find a different game. Just because a single patch will come out within a week of you showing an interest and suddenly all your progress is gone. It is complete BS. It's not worth the headache. Let me think. If you like games like Pathfinder, Wrath of Righteous, and Kingmaker and such, you could try Divinity, Original Sin 1 or 2. Anyway, focus back on this. I'm gonna go for, well, again, it's mostly because, you know, Damon has, not that. What is the problem I have with Damon again? Uncanny dodge, no. The powerless prophecy, that was it. He starts off staggered at the start of every combat. Is there any other class to multi-class him into that's actually worthwhile? Knowing that he has that penalty. I don't know. Moving on. Alright. Well, you still have the curse regardless.
It went splendidly.
But there is a way to remedy that curse. There is? Okay. What is it? I'd very much like to know.
Wherever my legs carry me.
Like, I'm not against him multi-classing into something else. It's just, they all come across as bad ideas.
All I see is blackness.
Oh, wait. No, we still got...
Burn, slice, behead, yes, behead.
Forwards? No, backwards. Backwards!
Freedom of movement negates any movement impairing effects that includes the staggered status. Oh. There's a few options for him there. Okay. With that in mind, the only other problem is the fact that Darren has pretty limiting stats. He's got a dex of 16 and a wisdom of 20, or 21 in this case. So, he's got plenty of good options with sorcerers.
Trail me.
I could multi-class him into a sorcerer of some kind. Just need to figure out which one would be worthwhile.
Is all of this blood mine? Never thought I had that much.
Well, thank you for the tip. The knowing freedom of movement. Like, I can just give him one of the boots you get at the beginning of the game, and that'll be it, right? No, never mind. I thought this granted the effects of freedom of movement at all times. I know there's some pair of boots that do that. Masterwork. Nope, no masterwork crossbar or anything. Not yet, anyway. Alright. Save. And boost of free reign. Get them in Act 3. Alright, that works. Failed ritual site, I'll cover that later.
We are the light. They are the darkness. The light take you!
My life is a burden.
We move on. Go to the Warren Mansion. Let's see. What else is there to do? Oh yeah, let's see if I can go save the spellcasters over and along with the storyteller. First things first. Let's get the healing out the way.
Oh, skip the pleasantries.
Magritio Turinos. Magritio Turinos.
Okay. Then we go through Horgus Worm. Alright, let's go.
What's in wait for me there, I wonder?
Then we just kill everything inside.
I am helpful, am I not?
I'll bathe in your blood.
All in all, this should be able to make pretty quick work of this.
I refuse to accept their statement.
Beg me to stop.
Does this do damage again? Let's see. Range attack, blind it for 1 round, dazzle for 1 round, it's over instead. That's a shame.
My life is a burden.
And we'll drop the half plates instead of leathers and the chain shirts. I can sell the masterwork bardishes, so I'll keep those on hand. And drop all the light crossbows and the bandit mail. Alright, that should be enough.
Wherever my legs carry me.
You're
I
right.
Let's see. Oh, right.
I am helpful, am I not?
Silver Road. What does that do again? +1 against fear effects. Sure, why not? Nah. I'll give that to... I don't know. Underdog? Yeah, there you go. No one really needs this. I'll probably, like, I don't really have anyone who's gonna permanently get use out of that.
Forwards! No, backwards. Backwards! No secrets can escape my prying gaze.
I hope you appreciate this.
Trail me. What's in wait for me there, I wonder?
And we go to the second floor. Honestly, now that I unlocked the shifter class's major form, like it is incredibly powerful.
Do not fear. Do not
Mind over
whimper.
muscle.
Like, it's an understatement. I don't know a whole lot about the grappler effect, but if you don't turn it on, then it's just attacks. Seeing as how I don't think you can attack if you successfully grapple someone, so the grapple effect I think is just a debuff. If there was only one target and you were sure you would get it, then yeah, the grapple is nice, but
You should have listened to reason.
for the most part, I'd say just going for
Tear your throat out.
just the tiger form, getting a bunch of attacks is just really good. Let's see, this poor little ranger that could. Never mind, this poor ranger could not. Alright, there's supposed
Let
to
me
be...
draw the first blood.
Alright, Cultist Slayer, Ranger...
The spirits
I think there's
demand your
another...
blood.
Yep.
Well, hello there.
It doesn't feel like it'll ever come up. Like, the mythic ability that makes sure that your major form is permanent doesn't feel like it'll come up. Since it's 1 hour increments, and even at early levels, you can have 7. Like, I start at 9 because I went for a wisdom build. It's really good. I don't think I need to get the mythic ability that makes it permanent. Go after the Cambion next. And then the Candaloo. Yeah. Born Family Secrets.
Now, what is that? I am helpful, am I not?
Short bow of code. Yeah. That's about it. It's the whole house. Well, hold on. There's one last chest over here. Save. And that's it. Alright. So, at level 4, when you get your major form, it's like a huge power spike compared to the first 3 levels. Once you get level 4, that's it. You're ready to go. You're just ready to kick ass and take names. You're never going to be able to get all uses of major form before you have to take a long rest anyway. Here.
I am helpful, am I not?
+1 breastplate. I can give the +1 breastplate to Dayron, actually. Yeah, there's no reason not to. weapons go. Not really anything in particular. That's about it. Talk to Horgus Squirm. And then say nothing. Alright. Your past is your business, not mine. Next thing. Past. That's your daughter. I promise to keep your secret. And secrets is easiest when in the first place, or if you could selectively forget information like me. Many a blanks for a few times I was playing. Never mind. Camelia's whisper is barely audible. Keeping secrets is even easier if you're dead. Whisper. Okay. Whole life under someone else's name. What are you planning to do now? Alright. That's it. Take my money and we go. And that's it. You're done with the Horgus Squirm Mansion. The only thing to do now is to wander over to the Blackwing Library. That's it. Leave. I'm sick and tired of looking for portraits to use in this game. Dude, the last one you showed me was really good. Like, how have you not started a run with that? I wanted to ask if you were okay with me using that portrait for my D&D game with the Warlock, cause like the Celestial Warlock could definitely work with that portrait. But yeah, again, the short of it is because I didn't like it. Oh wow, you have high standards. I personally thought that one was awesome. Let's see here. Before I go to Topaz Solutions or anything, Forest, it takes 7 hours travel to get here. I'm going to do something incredibly stupid, which is to force them to go through, despite being exhausted, despite being encumbered, go straight to the Blackwing Library. By the way, how did that game go? Oh, that game was not that game. that I told you about with the Warlock is going to be on Monday. The one that I usually run was yesterday. And how it went, one player was a no-call, no-show. Turns out he was just really sick, and by the time he woke up, it was already too late to come to D&D. He messaged us, said he was sorry, but he's okay. So that's the aftermath of a missing player. But also yesterday, a new player showed up. And when I say new, it's in quotations, because we used to play before at a gaming store before it closed down due to the thing that shall not be named. At any rate, he came over. We made a character. He made a arcane archer, a high elf arcane archer, and he had a lot of fun. He made a really great first impression. It was a blast. I was happy to have him. Everybody was happy to have him. It was great. They did sneak up on a lot of enemies, but then they decided to try to pretend they were captured and have one player use disguise self to try to pretend to be one of the enemies. And then they ran into a boss. But the problem was the boss they came across was already fought them near the beginning of the campaign. So he already knew who they were when they showed up as captives. But the players weren't aware that the enemy in question was the enemy they fought a long time ago. So the disguise was kind of a bust. And, but that's around when the session ended because it was kind of late. So they don't know they're pretty sure they want to avoid fighting him, but they don't know how to. And we had to end the session because it was pretty late, because it took a while to actually finish making the player character. Alright, let's go into the Blackwing Library and see what happens. Alright, did I get to them in time?
I see something over there.
Yes. Yeah, we got to them in time. Hate having to end on a cliffhanger. Again, the problem with it was it would have been like either the start of a battle and it was pretty late and I had to get to work tomorrow or today early in the morning. So there was no way it could happen and I not have to, I would have had to say the big bad just leaves despite having them dead to rights. It wouldn't have made much sense. It was much easier to just end the session there so I could go to bed on time than to have a very anticlimactic battle. Just call off work. I would like to keep the roof over my head. So, you know what? Maybe I should look into doing something maybe I should become more successful in monetizing my channel, so I don't have to worry about that. It's not like you're losing anything from doing that. I lose hours. I lose money. There's something I do lose from doing that. Yes. All right, Jaled. Talk to the pretend crusaders. I'm gonna burn them. More religion. Examine symbols. Fail. Perception. Okay. Alright. Then I'll do the chaotic thing anyway. Stop in the name of Baphomet. Let's see. Port, who are you? Nathan. Person. Anything. Personality. What? Let's see. Foul snout. Okay, listen to you again. It's gonna get more fun later on, let's see. Alright. Now, what's making me hesitate to get Baldur's Gate 3 is that I should get it now. I'd be putting myself into future trouble. Got it. I'd advise against it then. Like, heavily. I very much advise against it.
No secrets can escape my prying gaze.
Alright, who has the highest religion in the party current? Okay, so far, Nenio. Yep, it's Nenio. Give Nenio the signet.
Anything new?
I would advise against getting Baldur's Gate 3 for that, if that is the case. Oh wait, knowledge world. Who has the highest knowledge world? 12. Yep, again, Nenio. Okay.
You are my favorite aide.
Save.
A success worthy of praise.
Alright, neat. Then coercion. Saves that require will save. A little more scale now. More leather armor. Okay, I'll get this. Let's see. How much in weight should I be able to drop here? Drop this, drop this. Keep the masterwork items. Drop the heavy crossbows. Wait. Is there any difference outside of damage dice? Nope. Grab the heavy crossbow. What about Daron? Any reason? Nope. Drop the heavy, drop the light crossbow and pick up the heavy. Drop the great clubs. Drop the light maces. The long swords. All the daggers, don't need any of those. The clubs. Drop the heavy shields. The chain shirt. Spare heavy crossbows. Oh, you know what?
I spy? What do I spy?
What's that?
Also, there's the choice between sorcerer and warlock that's paralyzing me. How is it? That's no choice you need to worry about making. Just go for sorcerer. Oh, wait. Hold on. What archetypes do they have available in Baldur's Gate 3 right now?
This experiment has gone awry.
Oh.
This way.
And save these guys. Draconic and Wild for Sorcerer, and Fiend and Great Old One for Warlock. So not even Archfey. Okay, never mind. I changed my statement from earlier. You're probably better off going for the Great Old One Warlock. God damn. That's a shame. To ask you something. Things to do later. Satyr Wizard. Oh no, fine. Who are you? Name. And just left the city, you know word. Choose thing. End up in this trap. Alright, now let's go to the Defender's Heart. Alright. Storyteller. Alright, taking you to the Defender's Heart. Yes, we go now. What the hell is this? What is that? I'm sorry, what? What was that? The fuck's the deal with the griffin? Needed by Sela. Evil, I see nothing wrong. Confident from this chaos. Nothing here. Alright, and then they ask for help. More. And into the camp, fine, I'll help. There we go. The thing is, I was planning on going Warlock, but I like the flavor of a white dragon sorcerer. I mean, if you want.
Wherever my legs carry me.
I get the appeal, but the reason I'd say Great Old One Warlock in Baldur's Gate 3 is because Mind Flayers are the main enemy, as it were, at least as far as it looks from the beginning. And Great Old One Warlocks have a distinct advantage against psychic attacks. Psychic damage, and I think like an advantage on saving throws. So I'd say going for them or going for Great Old One Warlock is better. But I guess that is going a little meta gaming, so I can understand not trying to avoid that. At any rate, I've been at this for a while, so I'm going to call it for tonight. Thank you all for joining me on this run of Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. We'll see you all later, and until then,